Hey gang, what's up? Welcome back to another edition here of Intuitive Angling. Thanks for taking a little time to watch the video today. I'm going to give you guys my first day tournament wrap here at Truman Lake for the first day of the Toyota Series. Going to give you guys a rundown how my day went and sort of what my plan is for tomorrow on day two. Real quick before we get started here, just want to remind you guys, if you haven't had a chance, please check out that View Products tab. When you click on the video, you'll see a little thing that says View Products on the bottom left. It's just some products I'd suggest you guys might be interested in, and every time you click on one of those, the channel gets 20 cents, so it's a good way to support the channel if you want to help that. But okay guys, let's get in. First day of the tournament here. I'll keep it a little bit brief here, because if I went through the complete details of how everything went down, it would take forever in this video. But I had my primary area in this tournament. I had one, it was about a half mile, 3/4 of a mile stretch of shoreline that had a mix of timber along the bank, and it had some offshore timber too on it. Just a really good looking shoreline with a lot of different diverse cover. And that was the area where I was getting them in practice, where I had 11 pounds one day, and I was pretty confident. I was very confident that I'd catch a limit on that stretch in there if I just took my time and slowed down. So to make a long story short, how this went down is I started there, I ran there right off the bat in the morning, and I stayed on this stretch, and I weighed in at 3:45, and I stayed on this stretch until 1 o'clock. It took me that long pretty much to work the whole stretch. I was working it real slow. Excuse me. And I had 7 keeper bites, probably anywhere between 2.5 to 3.5 pounds. Lost every one of the keepers that bit me. Like one of them, I flipped my old school jig into this lay down, and the trolling motor got caught up on a stump, and I'm down there messing around with the trolling motor head, and I look up and my lime's swimming out, and I sort of half-assed set the hook, and this good one comes up right by the boat, and it's right there at the boat, and I didn't have time to yell for the net, so I tried to swing it over, and it comes off in midair. That was the first one. It was about a 3-pounder or so. And then the other 6 that I had on, they was on the top water, and I'd have these fish on, they'd come up and they'd annihilate the thing, and I'd have them on for 3 or 4 cranks, and they'd either jump off on the first jump or pull off. So I lost my first 7 keeper bites that I had, and I caught probably 25 non-keeper bass under 15 inches and never lost a single of the non-keepers. Every single fish that I caught between 12 inches and 14.5 inches came in the boat. And also, I think I set an all-time record for me with drum. Guys, I could have filled the dang boat with drum today. It was unbelievable how many big drum we caught. Caught about 10 channel catfish. We were catching fish all day long. So anyway, to make a long story short, here it is. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I don't have a fish in the boat. So I said, man, I got to make an adjustment. So I made an adjustment. I went to sort of my secondary area that I was planning on fishing. I didn't want to have to need it. I get there, and right off the bat, my 8th keeper bites, and it's a good one. It's a 3 or 4 pounder, and the thing freaking pulls off by the boat. So I'm like, God dang, I just can't believe it. And I had about an hour left to fish, and I wound up catching finally caught 2 good ones. I caught one about 3 1/4 and another one about 2 pounds, and in about the last hour or so. I know there's some fish in that secondary area. I know there's some fish in the first area if I could have just got them in, but it's sort of frustrating, because from the fish that I saw and the fish that I caught, I had one over 3 that I weighed in. I know that other one was 3 that I tried to swing in. I know that one that pulled off by the boat was over 3. So, if I'd have just got everything in, I'd have had 14 or 15 pounds today. So even though I only caught 2, it was still, it should have been a good day. That's tournament fishing though. But the thing that amazed me is, like, I can't believe that 25 non-keepers, and you didn't even lose a single one of them, and then lose 7 or 8 keepers, every keeper that bit lose. So I still don't know what the heck the deal is with that. But it was sort of one of those days, you guys ever had it? It's like, I'd catch a fish, say I'd catch a drum or something, and it took forever to get these drum unhooked, because they'd get the bait deep in their mouth, and I'd get the bait out of their mouth, and as I'm throwing the fish back in, the lure would come over and hit my shirt and get caught up in my shirt, and then a lot of line fluffs. It was just sort of one of those days that just did not go very well. But anyway, I'm pretty confident tomorrow. The weights are pretty tough. I was in 60th place when I weighed in with about 30 boats left to fish. So if I can catch, 15, 17 pounds tomorrow, I'll have a really good tournament, finish pretty high. So I'm gonna go out and head back to Joplin and regroup and get after it tomorrow. But again, guys, much appreciated you guys watching all the videos this week with the tournament. Definitely appreciate that support, and I'll give you guys the day 2 update tomorrow. See you.